G'day everyone, Artist Wayne Jacqui here, and we're hitting the heights of Wilpena Pound. It's a place with a funny name, but it's absolutely beautiful. What a view! So without any further ado, let's head on over to the spectacular Wilpena Pound. Jacqui and I left the town of Blinman after a wonderful stay, and we drove the 60-kilometre all-tar road to the magnificent natural amphitheatre of Wilpena Pound. It's definitely the centrepiece in the crown of the Flinders Ranges National Park. So once we booked in and secured our spot, we headed off to make this beautiful place our home for the next few days. And boy, were we going to have some fun. So without wasting any time, we were up bright and early the next day to hit some walking trails and enjoy this spiritual place with its huge red ramparts measuring 8 kilometres by 17 kilometres. First day, apart from arriving yesterday, in Wilpena Pound. And we're doing a lovely bushwalk. Who knows how far we will go. There are many walks you can do here at Wilpena Pound, ranging from easy to difficult to flat out strenuous. So today Jacqui and I were easing ourselves into it with a 7.5 kilometre walk. A walk which would take us past the old Hill family homestead, a stone cottage within the pound. The Hills came here in 1899 from Hawker and attempted to grow wheat. But why is the strangely named Wilpena Pound called Wilpena Pound? Well, the first European settlers in the area were farmers who established sheep runs inside the pound in the 1850s. The word pound was added because the farmers were struck by its resemblance to the enclosures for keeping sheep, which at the time were called pounds. What a way to spend our first day! And when we arrived back at our caravan, we found this prickly bloke having a feed. One of our Aussie echidnas, which along with the platypus are the only living mammals that lay eggs. The following day we gave our legs a rest because Jacqui and I were planning something big when we hit those trails again. Yesterday we explored the inside of Wilpena Pound, and today we were exploring outside. And the first place we hit was Stokes Hill Lookout, which has a fantastic model of Wilpena Pound. But nothing can do this place justice, not even the drone. You really do have to see it for yourselves. And the day we arrived in Wilpena Pound from Blinman, Jacqui and I had spotted an Adnyamathanha art site along the way. So of course that was our next stop, because there's so much wonderful history here in the Flinders Ranges. History that's old and history that is older. However, we did get lost trying to find these ancient rock carvings, but we got there in the end. Some here, love. Circle. Footprints. Once again we were off in search of something extremely rare, something that can only be found in the Flinders Ranges. And this is where the golden spike is. We were told about this at Hawker, and we are doing it soon. Our 14-kilometre walk would need to be done on another day, or would it? Well, we don't need to walk to the golden spike because we found another way in. So we're about to check out the golden spike. I think I found it, I can see it. The Adnyamathanha golden spike. Hoo-hoo! We found it, the golden spike. That's like finding a golden wrapper in a Willy Wonka chocolate bar. Adnyamathanha golden spike indicates the layer between one time period and the next. How amazing is that? There are 13 golden spikes all over the world, marking different periods in the Earth's history. But there is only one golden spike globally that marks the Adnyamathanha period, and it is located right here in the Flinders Ranges of South Australia. Bratchina Gorge, dry creek bed, look at the size of it. Imagine the water in here. It's just monstrously big and wide. Jacqui and I spent the rest of the afternoon checking out all the gorgeous gorges in this part of the Flinders Ranges. What a view! Driving through this stunning landscape is a great way to see it all. And in a couple of weeks I'd be doing it all again on my motorcycle when the boys drove up with bikes in tow to meet Jacqui and I at Willow Springs Station. So needless to say, I was getting very excited for that. As for now, Jacqui and I would return home to relax and prepare ourselves for a huge climb the following day. Early morning, last day here in beautiful Wilpena Pound. We're doing the tough walk today to catch the sunrise. Well, it's already risen, but it's still early. Hasn't even hit the peaks. This is what Edmund Hillary felt. The same exhilaration that you're feeling right now, love. Getting up super early and going on a strenuous walk before breakfast. It's freezing. This, my fellow adventurers, was a walk to remember, and Jacqui and I were doing it at the perfect time of the day. The morning's golden light was simply breathtaking. The mighty Mount Ohlssen Bagge, a climb that is definitely not for the inexperienced or unfit hiker. And being the alpha male that I am, well, naturally I was doing it in my thongs. This 6-kilometre return grade 4 hike, which winds its way up the steep rocky face to the summit of Mount Ohlssen Bagge, provides the most incredible views inside and outside Wilpena Pound. This is definitely one of those fantastic walks, and you really have to do it in the morning because it's absolutely spectacular. The colour is phenomenal. And we've got a cracker of a day. Come on, Jacqui. Wave, love. Wave. Hello. How much fun are you having today? Wow, you got to come up here. Seriously. That's a great shot. Considering wife Jacqui's motorcycling injury to her leg, she was doing a fantastic job of it this morning. But unfortunately, before we arrived at the top, she had to call it quits and would wait for me whilst I continued hitting the heights of Mount Ohlssen Bagge.
Farewell, my love. See you soon.
Goodbye, my love. Still got 1.4k to do. Boy. Oh, ay. 400 metres. One last push. Well, I made it. $923 metres. You. What a view! What a view! There you go. That down there is Wilpena Pound. Mount Ohlssen Bagge. What a cracker of a walk. Now it's time for breakfast. And as usual on our last day, we packed up our cooking gear and we went out for tea. Because Wilpena Pound have a fantastic restaurant. The following morning, as we prepped the caravan for our next destination, we had some problems.
Okay, what's the problem, Wayne?
Well, we've got a problem with our check valve. It's this is a one-way check, but at the moment it's a two-way check, so we're losing all the water out of our tank when you turn the pump on. And I'd say it's full of gunk and crap because the water here is pretty... I mean, they're doing a lot of work on the water here, so... Whilst Jackie and I were camping here at Wilpena Pound, they were upgrading their water system. So hopefully it was only a matter of giving the check valve a flush out to get rid of any muck, and we'd be good to go. However, if this didn't fix the problem, we'd be in a little bit of trouble and would have to rethink our next camping spot, because we were planning to do a week off-grid. Fingers were crossed.
Aw, success, love. It's all good.
What we like to hear. Job well done. It's hard to believe that Jackie and I have been travelling for a year and a half now, and any of the problems that we've had have been minimal and easy to fix, so hopefully everything stays that way. Our Ram and Caravan have been absolutely perfect, and it all feels like home. So now I guess it's time to give our stay at Wilpena Pound, the beautiful Wilpena Pound, a score.
Wilpena Pound was absolutely fantastic. I just loved it. I didn't want to leave, but I'm scoring it a 5 out of 5. What about you, Wayne?
You know, a lot of people have commented that we give everything a high score, but all of these places we visit in this beautiful country, Australia, they're all magnificent places. So it's hard not to score high. We haven't had a bad experience yet. Naturally, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. So that's the end of this episode.
So take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.